What's up, everybody? It's Pro Survivor 1234 here, checking with a new video. And today, I'm doing a Death Note characters tier list. Now, earlier I did a Danganronpa tier list, and I enjoyed that. So now we're doing a Death Note characters tier list, and um, I don't remember all these characters' names, but I'm basically going to do all the ones that I do know or remember. I'm gonna do the main ones. Like, I'm not gonna. This video is probably not gonna be as long as the other one because some of these characters I don't even recognize. Like, I don't even remember. Like, I don't even remember their fucking names or their significance into the story. So, yeah, I'm gonna do the ones I do know, or at least if I can recognize the character, I'm gonna do them. This is my favorite anime, but again, like some of these characters aren't. Like, I don't remember seeing some of these characters in the anime because I haven't watched it in a few weeks, so I don't remember all the fucking characters. Okay, so let's see here. Who are we gonna start with? I could probably look up some of the characters because I can recognize their faces, but I just don't remember their names because they're Japanese names. So I'm gonna look up Death Note characters on my Chromebook, and then I'm gonna see if I can recognize their faces. Okay, have the list up. Okay. Aizawa. Okay, that's the first guy. Aizawa, I think he's one of the detectives who was working with L. He was trying to help him stop Kira, and he was basically getting pissed because he wasn't agreeing with what L was doing. He's probably a C tier because I don't, I don't. All I remember is him getting pissed at L one time. And yeah, at least he spoke his mind about something and had a different opinion than L. And yeah, at least he tried to like criticize him in some way. So I'd at least give him a C tier. Um, okay, I remember Watari. I think that's his name. I think he's the leader of the um basically he's the leader of the Whammy's House orphanage. He's the founder of that. So Atari would be, where would he be? I'd give him a B tier because he has he does have importance into the story when it comes to, because he literally made L the way he is. I mean, he founded the orphanage for all the intelligent children that were put into it. So he's part of he's part of the reason that L is who he is. Um. Okay. Like, so these characters do look really familiar, but I'm just gonna do the ones I do know. Ray Penber's wife, I remember her. Her name was like Naomi or something. She would be she's a B tier because she was trying to she was smart enough to figure out that like something wasn't right about her uh husband dying. So she was gonna try to go to L to figure out why that was, because she just thought it wasn't right that he was going out to uh spy on Kira, but he just died out of nowhere. So she's pretty intelligent to figure that out. Sucks she had to die. I was pissed when she died. Um, Who would be next? I think Light would be next, which he's an S tier. He's literally the fucking main character. He's one of the smartest characters in the show. He is he's the main character, and he's the one who found the Death Note, and he realized that when he wrote in the Death Note, he could kill any criminal he wanted to. Actually, he could kill anyone, and if he wanted to, really, he could become a villain, which he does become a villain. Um, yeah, he basically wanted to change the world and get rid of all criminals, so he basically started writing random criminals down his Death Note, killing, um, he killed like, he killed thousands of criminals, and then he killed some innocent people as well, so, yeah, he killed Naomi, so he became a fucking, he definitely became a villain by like halfway through the show, and he wanted to become the god of the new world, and just take over, and have justice, which wasn't justice, it was just him killing random ass people. That's not justice. I'm Team L. I think what he was doing was not justice. Like part of it was, but like for the most part, a killer's a killer. You're still doing the exact same thing that those criminals were doing. You were killing them. Doesn't make you any better than them. So yeah. Uh, but he is a really good character just because of how much of an asshole he is, and just how much he just doesn't give a shit. And he does whatever he can to get his way, and that's a good villain. Uh, dude, I think that's Ray Penber. Pretty sure that's Ray Penber. No, he's not a D tier. He's a B tier. I'd put him exactly with his wife because he wasn't an idiot. He just literally got fucking killed off because fucking uh Light figure, like he literally had to do what Light said because he said, oh, he told him that he was Kira, and he told him to like write down his name and all the other agents, and he said he would kill his wife if he didn't do that, so he blackmailed him, but he killed his wife anyway. So he did nothing wrong at the end of the day. He's a very polite dude. He didn't interfere with him in any he didn't interfere with Light in any way, but he still got killed off. Like that's just shitty. Like he basically got punished for being a good person. It's like goddamn, dude. I think that's Ray. Yeah, that's him. Uh, the only other next one I recognize is L Lawliet. He's he is S tier for sure. Oh no, he's a D tier. Yes, he's the worst character in the whole anime. No, he's S tier. He's an S tier because he's the main antagonist of the story. He literally is fucking the main. He's the main guy opposing Light and trying to stop him from becoming the god of the new world. And, trying to have his own justice and rule the world. So L is basically the greatest detective ever, and he solved the toughest cases in the world. So he's a very important character when it comes to Death Note, and he's very intelligent, and he's very funny to watch. He's very weird. I mean, he literally sits in one position throughout the whole show because he thinks that his reasoning skills are gonna go down by 40%. I mean, that's funny as shit. And yeah, he's just overall he's just fucking he has a great personality when it comes to this show. He's just really quirky and weird, and he's done really smart uh, decisions in the anime. I mean, he he literally almost solved the case. Like in his gut instinct knew that Light was Kira, but he didn't have enough proof to say that. So like no one believed him. Even if he did say it, they're just like, no, he's innocent. So yeah, he does get killed off, which is sad, but uh, it it happened. I mean, Light was smart enough to kill him off, but Light also dies at the end of the show, so yeah. Okay. I want to do Ryuk next because I think he's overrated. Like, I've heard multiple fans be like, Ryuk is he's my favorite character. He's the best. Now, people can like Ryuk. That could be their favorite character, but me personally, I think that Ryuk is he's probably an A tier, but he's not an S tier because a lot of people probably think he's an S tier, but he's not an S tier. He's very important to the Death Note because he really brought the Death Note to the world, but and he can be a funny character, but he's basically just a spectator. He just watches everything that goes on. So I think L and Light are at least better than him when it comes to the show because they're interacting with each other and they're part of the world. Ryuk isn't even part of the world that they're in, and he eats apples. That would make him an S tier, guys. He eats apples. That's why he's a great character. He eats apples. So yeah, that's why I put him at A tier, not a B tier, because he eats apples. And he'll do whatever he can to get those apples. Rem, I think I see that. Rem, you're fucking C tier. Gosh, screw you, Rem. Freaking C tier. Kill L like that. It's not cool. Can't believe you killed L. Rem is just like she's a Shinigami of a Misa, but you don't learn like she tells a story about another Shinigami, but like you don't really her personality doesn't show that much. She's just very protective, and that's about it. She fucking killed L. I mean, frick you. You killed L. It's not cool. All because you liked Misa. And the only reason you liked her is because she found your Death Note. That's like the only reason. You grew attached to her in some way, I guess. Even though she's stupid. It's like, god damn. Just kidding. I'm not even mad. It's part of the story. It was needed. Uh, let's see here. I see Light's mom. I see Light's dad. Light's mom is literally she's probably a D tier. I don't even know who that guy is, but she's a D tier. Like, she's the typical mother. I mean, like, or at least to the average person, but she's just the mom of the story. She doesn't really like get involved in the story too much, so she's probably one of the worst, weaker characters. Let's see here. Who do we got? I see Matsuda. I see Light's sister. Yeah, they have random like characters. Like, I'm not gonna do all these characters because this is more than fucking Danganronpa's first game. Okay, I'll do Light's sister. She's probably C tier because she's a kind character, but you don't like see her that much, and she uplifts the story and not doesn't make it so dark. Well, that's probably gonna make her a B tier because she makes the story more uplifting. So she's probably a B tier at least. Let's see here. I see Near. I see Mellow. Where's Misa? Misa. I don't see her. Huh. Oh, she's right here. Okay. I'm not gonna put her at D tier, but she's I'll give her a B tier as well. She basically helped Light throughout the story, so she's kind of important. And some people like her personality. She can be energetic, bubbly, so people like that. And she does play at least some sort of role in the story, so I'd give her a B tier. Let's see. What else do we got? I think I'm just gonna do Near and Mellow and Lightstad. Lightstad. He's A tier. He's like one of the most underrated characters in the show. He literally reminds me of Commissioner Gordon from DC Universe. Like he's a great father to Light, and the irony is he's trying to figure out who Kira is, which is his son, but he doesn't want to believe that because he thinks his son's a good person. So he's just very like torn. He's like, no, I don't want to believe that my son is a killer because I've been around my son my whole life. So why would I believe that? And he's just very protective of his son, and but he also cares about his job as well. So I think he's a really good character, very caring character. So he'd be an A tier. Okay. Mellow, Near. Mellow is like a C tier because he plays some sort of role after L dies, but um, he he doesn't. You don't really like again, he plays part of the role while they get Light. They figure out Light's Kira, but and he has some sort of personality, but he's basically just like he's like the intense side of L, the extreme version of like that's very quirky and weird. And yeah, like him alone, he wouldn't have been able to solve the case. And part of the other reason they solved the case was Near, which Near is I see Near as a knockoff version of L. I don't like Near that much. So where would I put Near though? I'd probably put him at I honestly would probably put him at D tier. Like you honestly don't like he solves the Kira case, but he's just very boring. Like he kind of sits around. He's like, Light is Kira, and everyone's like, oh, he's a genius. He knows. He's such a child prodigy. He knows that Light is Kira. But L literally did the same thing. Like, but L had more evidence and more proof, and at least he just had like that gut instinct because he was around Light all the time. So he at least had an idea that Light's probably Kira. But this dude just didn't even know who Light was, like, going into it, or at least had very little information. And then he's like, Light's Kira, and then everyone believes him, and and then he solves it, and it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess, but he didn't really have enough evidence to prove that Light was Kira, so, uh, if Light would have won at the end, that would have been more interesting, but, uh, technically the detectives won at the end. So yeah, this is my Death Note tier list, or at least the characters I know. These other characters, I'll probably learn their names, but I probably won't do a tier list because, again, these are like the important characters right here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to upload more. This is my second video today. Make sure to comment down below what your opinion is on this, and I'll read it. I'll see you all in the next video, and oh shit, what I changed it. I changed the B and A tier, but anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.